Mic is on, it's 100%. Okay, cool. Whatever. I remember this. One fucking year ago. I've been doing the same old song and dance because I got tired of how the year went. And I got tired of the same fucking people. I guess I have to keep doing this to myself where I just screaming into a void of whether or not my life will fucking change. And I'll eventually do something about it. I think it was December 10th or December 11th of 2022. I went and did a fucking live stream about a fatherless channel, and that fatherless channel proves to be even more fatherless the more I just decided not to fucking post anything, because I had a boohoo moment for some time of just having to make sure I gather my collective shit. It continued to show the more I tried to come back to this channel and do absolutely nothing about it. I don't know, man. It keeps showing, and the more I grow into a grown-ass adult, the more I just kind of get upset about my life choices. It's not fun. It's not fun having to keep beating myself up about this. I don't like it. And it's not like it's been entirely depressing. In some cases, there are just more liberating aspects of me just not having to deal with the same shit anymore now that it's 2023, and there are new kind of things that presents different kinds of threats to the status quo. Status quo being my fucking status quo. I don't know about everybody else's status quo. I'm just glad that half of that shit is over. Half of that shit being working with stupid fucking retail warehouse fucking jobs that have a side of venture capitalism at the side. Meaning that any other fucking CEO with a brain that wants to do nothing but expand their enterprise does nothing but shoot themselves in the foot later down the line, having to force nothing but people losing jobs, middlemen like me losing jobs some more. And I'm just glad that I don't have to deal with that anymore. I'm part of it happening. Nigga, I just wanted to leave. I felt it was just like, it was just a given, it was just me on the chopping block. Of course they didn't do that right away, but if I knew whatever the fuck they were doing were not up to snuff to making sure that I got to do what I had to do to make sure I turned my life around, I was just gonna end up leaving fucking anyway. I've drawn this pose multiple times, and it's I think it's like just a symbol of my depression at the very least. Let's start with another thing. No, just the one bout. Currently, this is the unemployment arc. This is the fun employment arc. As I'm really just more fucking focused on taking a goddamn break. I don't know. But it won't be for long because something's gotta give, right? But what better way to just feel like at home than to just come back and start talking endless shit here. But it's not gonna be a live stream because that shit takes forever. No, I think there should be more raw takes into how much I just have words, alright? Of how terrible shit has been, shit has felt, things that just make me angry, alright, and then things that just things I'll just probably just be a little bit proud about, but it can't feel like nothing but bittersweet because that's what this shit is at the end of the day. I don't think I want to work retail ever again. I think if I or anything similar to retail or having retail fucking hours, I feel like if I deal with that kind of shit again, I'm gonna I'm gonna murder the next person who makes my fucking schedule. All it does is act like a hindrance of how to get a hold of somebody else's fucking life. Alright? Like, sure, you wanna whine and complain about how much personal time you're never gonna have. My man, I don't give a shit. People have better things to do, but they had to choose the easy way out of trying to make sure they can land anything to pay anything in this fucking godforsaken economy. I speak doomer now. Unfortunately, nobody like me gets enough time to do the half of the shit that they want to do, or organize half of the shit they want to organize, and they end up just doing very little in order to tell themselves that they're doing enough to get by. God, what? The leg was fine. I don't even know why I went back to the leg. Leg may be fine. What if the foot isn't? Probably changed his chest too. Who cares? I think after the whole fucking working for a warehouse kind of things, I decided to treat myself a little bit better and really fight the good fight of trying to get a proper Monday to Friday I'm just gonna get some rando fucking hours for my first time. No, it better be set in stone for a Monday to Friday. I better be out of that fucking building by 3 or 4 o'clock, and I don't want to hear shit because I got another fucking morning to attend to. That's about it. Oh, and don't call me on my weekends, please. I hate your fucking guts as much as I hate everything else. Oh, wait, everything else? No, I love my family. My family? Who, my family? This includes friends who I just talk to on a confidential basis. My family? I love my family. Nobody says no to my family. Anyway, stay out of my way. The whole point of me doing any of this is just so that I feel like a sense of belonging when I do. Newsflash, never fucking lie to yourself about half of the shit that you want out of stupid office jobs. I mean, I thought I would just, I thought I would just delude myself just a little bit better, knowing you would just work for the DOE, and or at least somewhere close to the DOE, and you feel a sense of comfort knowing that there would be, not necessarily, no, especially not with the people that I was working with, through some third-party means. That shit was garbage. I can't believe for the life of me that whatever shit they were peddling to make me feel like I would actually have some form of community, it didn't. Oh, community? Hold on. Let's backtrack a thing. Whoever told me that IT was supposed to feel like something like a sort of community, I kind of deluded myself to like high heaven. Like the rest of the beginning of my 20s was like the beginning of me learning anything about IT, or doing anything IT related in that field that made me think, yeah, place of belonging. I worked in the fucking museum, information technology field of that part, doing diagnostics and helping out with installations. I was an intern. What the fuck else was I not able to do? Thing about that, what I didn't know down the line is that being anything IT has like an iota of condescension. It's the hardest fucking thing to keep track of, especially when I know during that time that was my sensitivity training phase. I can't help but not feel like a piece of shit if I know that I wasn't if I wasn't him in the sensitivity department. Like that shit would suck, like to me, and it still sucks. All the time. But I digress. I feel like everything down to the meatwads that fucking manage it, because it makes it hard to even try to enforce your human relations or your soft skills. Like real fucking talk. How many times do you have to prove you're correct or write down the motto that you have to be positive instead of being correct before you realize you don't even follow that mantra at all? Like really at all. It may not make sense. It may not make sense to you right now as it's just being fireballed or spitballed or whatever. But real talk, how many times have you just had to be snide to your younger sibling, or your older or your elder had to be snide to you because of a particular thing? That shit gets fucking old, right? That shit gets old a lot, and all you just wanted was a simple fucking answer. You couldn't even do that for the 50-year-old adults in the fucking school. The thing is that even when I worked that job for a bunch of snide people, it didn't really matter because I got to at least help people, and the people that were getting helped, they were so nice, they were so charitable, that they knew how patient I was. And it still wasn't enough because my contract got clipped, and not a single fucking no one cares. No one cares. Truth be told, I wasn't necessarily the best at what I did at that place, but I wasn't necessarily the worst, and I wasn't a fucking retard. Let's just be real. I was a dude helping other dudes try to figure out the problem that other dudes were going to have to also figure out further. That's the whole point. That's the whole point of staff support. You do the minimal work of trying to collect that information for other dudes to do the most work. And you do it by really playing the empathy card. If you're not able to do it, you're not good at your job. And if you're not able to resolve whatever kind of issue, you're not good at your job. I think it's fair to say that, but for some fucking reason, after their peak, their projected peak of what the fuck was supposed to happen, they just cut my shit. For some reason, I don't know what they thought my fucking performance was, but it wasn't terrible. I know that, but they still did it anyway. And other people that did have bad instances didn't actually get clipped for some reason. And that's not because I hate them or anything. Some of them were even my teammates, but I think it was because they were a higher level than I was maintaining that shit. And meanwhile, I just got demoted because of harm reduction, and then later clipped. Doesn't matter. I'm tired. I'm tired of feeling this way. You know, I have nothing but bad dreams. I had nothing but bad dreams. Angry dreams. Dreams that I would wake up and punch the living shit out the air because I had a bad fucking fight with my supervisor. Really. Well, not a bad one, but it felt like it could have just been a fight with my supervisor because I'm really trying to understand what part am I not communicating with you. Have you ever been shat on? Have you ever been shat on for like having like terrible fucking language? No, not terrible language, colorful language. We use that euphemism just to fucking exist, just to get across a point, because you read too many fucking books this week, or you were studying the fucking thesaurus for too damn long, or better yet, Dr. Seuss was pretty fucking gay at telling language, so you decided to just pick up Plato instead. That's what I mean by colorful language. I mean the colorful language that AI can barely fucking translate into English or had to write a book for you back in 2021. Yeah, that kind of colorful language. It's kind of garbage, and it kind of weighed on me to a point where it felt like that. I talked to all of my supervisors at that place, and it just sounds like that. It just sounds like I would never be able to speak in layman's terms for them every time I have to discuss to them what was wrong. And all the time, it would get them furiously angry. It's like, what do you think I'm... You think I'm autistic, right? A newsflash, I might be, because it might just not be reading to you how much I wanted I wanted you to know what kind of situation we're dealing with, what I did, the steps I took necessary. Why do I feel like you're about to take me to the dogs? You're about to take me to the doghouse. Leave me on the dogs in the 32-degree weather. What the fuck is this? So aside from probably being angry, we got ourselves a figure with no face. You like him? Too bad. Too bad. He may or may not be finished for this video. I don't know. I hate the last year because while I did get to work, I did get to see some shitty things of work, and I hate work. I hate work if it's not the work that I'm an expertise at. And I hate work if work feels like a chore, because if I'm not able to manage it at my speed, then you know it's a fucking chore. No, I'm not lazy. No, I'm the best at what I do. No, I'm not spitting like stupid shit. Like, even with the imposter syndrome, I do whatever the fuck needs to be done necessary. Okay? I wouldn't be pulling your fucking leg just as much as these guys think I'm pulling their leg because I didn't speak in layman's fucking terms in the IT department. Fuck out of here. 5 views. I get to clean up. I get to clean this guy up. Have a good one.